Love and Literary Arts Center of Isabela. English Academy.
An analogy describes the relationship between words. Subject, verb, or teacher.
One hand. English Academy.
Hello, children. How are you today? I hope everybody is well and good. Are you reading your modules every day? Very good. This is your radio teacher, Rona Bunkag, saying that you shouldn't let this pandemic stop you from learning. Keep reading and continue growing. Before we begin, take a deep breath first. Clear your mind and make sure that you are in a safe place while listening to our broadcast. Let me just ask you, are you sitting on a clear and ventilated place? Yes? That's great. So you could at least listen attentively and maintain your fresh mind in order to understand clearly our lesson for today. Listen as I will read the title of our lesson today. Okay? Proper and common nouns. Before we explore our new lesson, let's have a recap of what we learned during our last session. Last time, we talked about the different kinds of sentences, and these are declarative, imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory sentences. Do you still remember them? Very good. Can you tell me what a declarative sentence is? Wow, that's great! A declarative sentence expresses a statement and it ends with a period. How about an imperative sentence? Very good! An imperative sentence expresses a command or a request, and it also ends with a period. How about an interrogative sentence? Exactly! It's a sentence that asks a question. And lastly, what is an exclamatory sentence? You got it! An exclamatory sentence expresses a strong emotion or feeling and ends with an exclamation point. Very good, children! You really understood our lesson last time. Before we continue, why don't we answer the quiz you had last session? Are you ready?
Aye, Captain!
Great! I will be telling the answers, so just listen carefully. For number 1, you were asked to identify the non-interrogative sentence. And the answer is letter A, which is the baby is sleeping. For number 2, you were asked if what punctuation mark is used in a declarative sentence, and the answer is letter B, which is a period. For number 3, you were asked to identify the imperative sentence, and the answer is letter A, which is turn off the faucet after using. For number 4, you were asked of the exclamatory sentence, and the answer is letter C, which is what a mess. And lastly, you were asked to write an interrogative sentence about the given sentence. If your answer was, "What is the dream of Marisa?" then you got it right. So those are the answers to your quiz last time. I hope you got a high score, children. Today, children, we will enter and explore the world of nouns. For sure, you will have fun learning from the activities. But before that, let's have these reminders.
Isabela. SDO.
Hey, what are you reading? Do you even understand what it says?
Of course, as long as I have my dictionary. This book is called A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. It's a classic.
What's so fun with reading? You should see my new dance challenge. It has so many views already.
Nah, I'll watch it after I'm done with this book. After all, this can also be a challenge, you know.
Where's the fun in that?
Have you ever heard about Every Child a Reader program or ECARP? It aims to equip learners with reading skills to make them proficient and independent readers. It's DepEd's challenge to us, to read and learn. If I were you, take the reading challenge now.
Wow, sounds interesting. Lend me a book then.
This information is from the Department of Education and this station.
And we are back, children. Let's keep moving. This morning, we will name everything that we can see around us. But before that, let's recall what a noun is. Can you tell me what is a noun? Very good. A noun is a name of person, place, animal, thing, or event. There are two types of nouns, the proper noun and common noun. We will learn a lot about them later, but before that, let us read first a passage. The passage is entitled, The Farmer. You listen very well and understand the passage so that you can answer my questions after reading. Not only that, I want you to list the nouns that you will hear from the passage. Write them on your notebook. Is that okay, children? Wow, that's great! This is the passage. The farmer. Mang Efren lives in one of the barangays in Tarragona. He is a farmer. He has 6 children, namely Maria, Marta, Pedro, Juan, Ben, and Kiko to feed on. That's why he needs to work hard to earn money. He gets up before sunrise while the air is still fresh and cool to work on the field. He leaves the house to go to his farm by walking. As soon as he arrives in his farm, he actively works by plowing, applying needed fertilizers, and pruning. Around 9 in the morning, he takes a break, changes his wet clothes, and takes his breakfast. At 9:30, he returns to finish his work. In the afternoon, during the hottest hours of the day, Mang Efren takes a rest at the shaded part of the farm. Every late afternoon, he checks and monitors the growth of his plants. While in the evening, he spends his time with his family. After a week of hard work, Mang Efren spends Sunday with his family and they go to church together. All right, that is our story. Did you enjoy listening to it? Great! So who among you has a father who is also a farmer? Wow, you must admire your father. They are doing a noble job. So why don't we give our farmers a round of applause? Now, children, let us check if you listened well to the passage. Are you ready?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Great! Who is the main character in the story? Yes, the main character of the story is Mang Efren. How many children does Mang Efren have? Correct! Mang Efren has 6 children. Why does Mang Efren work hard? You're right! Mang Efren works hard to earn money for his family. Whenever Mang Efren needs to rest, where does he usually sit? You're right! Mang Efren sits at the shaded part of the farm to rest. Wow, you are all amazing! That showed you really understood what you listened to. Before reading the passage, you were also asked to list down the nouns you encountered or heard. Now, children, are your list ready? Great! Let's start with the first paragraph. These are the nouns. I will read them, and when you see it on your list, put a check mark. The nouns are Mang Efren, Barangay, Tarragona, Farmer, Children, Maria, Marta, Juan, Ben, Kiko, Manny. All right. Did you get all of them? Wonderful. Let's have the second paragraph. The nouns in the second paragraph are sunrise, air, field, house, farm, fertilizers. Wow, you're good at this activity. In the third paragraph, we have brick, clothes, breakfast, work, day, Mang Efren, rest, farm. For the last paragraph, we have plants, family, Mang Efren, Sunday, church. Did you get them all? That's amazing! This time, I want you to look at the list of nouns we have identified based on the passage. Do you notice how they're written? Very good. They differ with their beginning letters. Some words start with a capital letter, while the others start with a small letter. Words that start with capital letter are called proper nouns, and words that start with a small letter are our common noun. Common noun names a kind or type of persons, places, things, or ideas. It is usually not capitalized unless it begins a sentence or is part of a title. On the other hand, proper noun names a specific person, place, thing, or idea and begins with a capital letter. For example, the noun boy. Is it a common noun or proper noun? Correct! It's a common noun. Why? Because it starts with a small letter and it is a general name of a person. We have the names that we can give to a boy like Carlos, Nathan, Leo, and other names that you know referring to a boy. Another example, the word hero. The word hero is a common noun. What are the possible proper nouns that you can give for the word hero? All right, it can be Jose P. Rizal, Andres Bonifacio, Emilio Jacinto, Emilio Aguinaldo. Another example is cell phone, which is a common noun. Can you give proper nouns for it? you are right. It can be Vivo, Samsung, Oppo, Nokia, and Apple. By these examples, I'm sure you already know the difference between common nouns and proper nouns. This time, I will read the given examples for common nouns. We have man, teacher, mountain, pencil, love, doctor, driver. Examples of proper nouns are Dr. Cruz, Davao City, Juan de la Cruz, Davao Oriental, Mount Hamigitan, Mongol, Barangay Matina. Do you want to have fun in learning with activities? That's great! Let's explore further about proper and common nouns by answering our next activity. All you have to do is to replace the proper nouns in the sentence with a common noun. For example, Mr. Satinitigan awarded Mary Ann for the best reading corner. We need to replace the proper noun with a common noun. So we need to replace Mr. Satinitigan with a common noun. So the new sentence will be, the supervisor awarded the teacher for best reading corner. Mr. Satinitigan was replaced by the supervisor and Mary Ann was replaced by teacher. Did you get it? Very good. Let's start. This is sentence number 1. Anna likes Mongol in sketching different flower. The proper nouns used in the sentence are Anna and Mongol. Can you replace those words into common nouns? Very good. The girl likes pencil in sketching different flower. Now, sentence number 2. Angeline wrote the song. The proper noun used in the sentence is Angeline. How can you replace it with common noun? Can you do it? All right. The sentence would be, she wrote the song. Number 3. Peter plays basketball together with his father every Saturday. Change Peter and Saturday. What's the new sentence? Yes! My friend plays basketball together with his father every weekend. Number 4. My youngest brother drinks a glass of Nido every morning. What common noun can you replace with Nido? Correct! My youngest brother drinks a glass of milk every morning. And for the last number, I use Colgate in brushing my teeth. What can you replace with Colgate? Exactly. The new sentence is, I use toothpaste in brushing my teeth. Well done, children. Let's further explore what proper and common nouns are by doing another activity wherein you will identify the proper and common nouns used in the sentence. Ready, children? That's great! Number 1. The people in Japan celebrate many holidays. What is the proper noun in the sentence? Correct! The proper noun in the sentence is Japan. What is or are the common nouns? People and holidays. Very good. Number 2. Many groups work together to build these giant sculptures of snow. What are the nouns in the sentence? Correct! The words groups, sculptures, and snow are common nouns. Is there any proper noun in sentence number 2? Correct. It has no proper noun. Number 3. Do you recognize any of the statues or buildings? What is the proper noun? Correct. None. What are the common nouns? Very good. Statues and buildings. Number 4. Many villages are colorful. What is your answer? All right. The word villages is the common noun. There is no proper noun in the sentence. Number 5. Different flowers bloom on different seasons of the year. What is the proper noun used? Yes, none. What about the common nouns? Very good. Flowers, seasons, and year. Very good, children. Did you get all the correct answers? That's great. Always remember that a common noun names a kind or type of person, places, things, or ideas. It is usually not capitalized unless it begins a sentence or is part of a title. While proper noun names a particular person, place, thing, or idea, and it begins a capital letter. That concludes our topic for today. Did you understand, children? Very good. Always remember that learning should never stop. Before we have our quiz, let's listen to a short reminder.
Isabela, SDO.
Online classes? How am I supposed to learn when I can't go to school?
Well, it's the new normal, Anak. We can't waste lives by going to school when the virus is still out there. Your safety above all else.
Nay, how could that be possible?
Online classes may be quite a challenge for students like you, but we should make sure that everything that you need like gadgets, pens, notebooks are in one corner.
Okay, Mommy. I'm so excited to learn while in the comforts of our home.
Stay safe, stay home. A friendly reminder from DepEd in this station.
We're back. Let's find out if you have learned something today. Listen carefully to the questions and answer carefully what is asked. Write the letter of your answer on your quiz forms. Are you ready, children? Great! Let's start. Number 1. Which of the following uses the proper noun Mac Steve correctly? Letter A. Mac Steve plays basketball every Saturday. Letter B. Mac Steve played basketball every Saturday. And letter C. Mac Steve playing basketball every Saturday. Number 2. Which of the following sentences is correct? Letter A. Parents loves to read in the library. Letter B. Anne loves to read in the library. Letter C. Children loves to read in the library. Number 3. Which of the following sentence is correct? Letter A. My book are on the table. Letter B. My book were on the table. Letter C. My book is on the table. Number 4. The Methodist quoted a verse from the Bible. Which word in the sentence should be capitalized? Letter A. Verse. Letter B, Bible. Letter C, Methodist. And the last, Filipinos live in the Philippines. What is the correct way of writing the word Philippines? Letter A, Philippines that start with a small letter P. Letter B, Philippines without H after letter P. Letter C, Philippines that start with a capital letter. So that ends our quiz, children. Don't forget to keep them on your learning kits. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned a lot. Till next time, if you have any questions, suggestions, or messages, just text or call my number. Or if not, you can write it and keep it in your learning kits as well. On behalf of our script writer Ronaline Asidera and the SDO Isabela RBI production, this is Rona Bunkag, your radio teacher, reminding you all to stay safe and stay home. Goodbye!
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon. Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang maiiwan. Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela.
English Academy.
An analogy describes the relationship between words.
Subject, verb, your teacher, on air. English Academy.
May bagong virus na kumakalat ngayon at naaalarma ang buong nation. Para di daw mahawa, ito ang solusyon. Kaya sunding mabuti tong instructions. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose and eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol mayat maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose and eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol mayat maya. Ang virus ay nakamamatay, kaya makinig, wag pasaway. Stay sa bahay, wag nang gumala. Kung ayaw mong ikay mahawa, mag-face mask kung lalabas. Mag-vitamin C ng madalas at umiwas sa mga matatao. Mag-alcohol para sigurado. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose and eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol mayat maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose and eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol mayat maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose and eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol mayat maya. May bagong virus na kumakalat ngayon at naaalarma ang buong nation. Para di daw mahawa, ito ang solusyon. Kaya sunding mabuti tong instructions. Maghugas ng kamay.
Halina at matuto gamit ang ating radyo. Pakinggan at unawain, aralin na ituturo. Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon. Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang maiiwan. Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela.
Isabela, SDO.